And I said yes, of course. And we launched the movement when Pope Francis came to the Philippines. We gave him a letter, Cardinal Tagle gave him a letter, along with about 1,000 other letters. So hindi masyadong napansin. But Cardinal Tagle was very supportive of GCCM. So when I said, pumayag ako, I was, it meant that every Tuesday evening, umattend ako ng isa pang meeting sa buhay ko. Except that this meeting is global. Meron mga taga-Australia, taga-Asia, taga-Africa, taga-Europe, taga-United States, North America, taga-South America. Global talaga. And it's all done by Skype. Wow, it's unbelievable what can be done in these days, So we launched the movement, and the movement is called, and the guy that's running it, the main guy, is from Argentina, but he's studying in the US. Kaibigan ni Pope Francis, yeah. But he's very good on high tech, high tech stuff. And they set up a very good website. So website na yan are all the resources you need. Resources like Catholic teachings on climate change, all in one site. Tapos, meron mga campaigns din. There's a campaign to launch, there's a campaign, a signature campaign for leaders of the world. So we're trying to gather millions of leaders, of signatures, to tell the leaders of the world, gumising na kayo before it's too late, And we've had one campaign already, it was Bigla, during Lent, fasting for climate change. And the idea was each country would have a day. March 27 was the day for the Philippines. I'm sure you didn't hear about it, but we got enough people to sign up people. So each country was to take one day and do a day of fast for climate change. Our target namin was 40 countries for the 40 days of Lent. Lumampas, we got close to almost 60 countries. And some congregations joined also. The Colombians, as a congregation, took a day. So I had to fast 2 days, sunod, March 26 and 27, because the Colombians chose March 26 as the day. Anyway, fasting, it was only symbolic. You're supposed to take care of yourself. So fasting meant that you would give up either food for the day or minimum isang meal. So, but anyway, it was symbolic at maraming lumahok sa fasting. So, this year is the idea of the Global Catholic Climate Movement is this. Maraming mga tao na mulat na at kumikilos. Pero people have noticed, they said, where is the Catholic voice in the protests? And even where is the Christian voice in these protests? I mean, if we believe in the God of creation, and creation is being destroyed, at wala tayong ginagawa, anong ibig sabihin, what does it say about our faith in the God of creation? Baka ibang Diyos ang sinasamahan natin. So there is really need for a Catholic presence. And that's why it's called a Global Catholic Climate Movement. And it has actually, sa totoo, ang daming mga Katoliko na kumikilos, pero hindi bilang Katoliko. Now, I attended, this is the situation with climate change. I attended the global conference in Copenhagen, which was supposed to change the whole world. The whole world was supposed to come together to do something. That was their pitch. It wasn't Copenhagen, it was Copenhagen. And we were welcomed as delegates. I got a free pass for free transport all over Copenhagen. And we were made welcome because this was to be the moment when the world would fact, I was scandalized. Ang nakita ko, and I didn't realize it even at the time, pero pagkatapos, the situation is like this. Alam natin kung ano ang kalagayan. Pero wala tayong ginagawa. Lalo na yung liderato ng ating planeta. Wala silang ginagawa. And they don't even takot at bakit? Takot sila sa mga tao na may kayaman. Especially the fossil fuel industry people, who are paying money to scientists, to media, to stop all discussion on this, so that tuloy ang pagkikinabang nila. That's our situation. So I saw that I had experienced total political dysfunctionality because Pilipinas, no martial law, particularly after 1983. I lived in a country where politics no longer worked. There was no politics anymore. It was pure repression. The country was ruled not by a consensus that there were rulers and ruled. The country was ruled by pure repression. So I've experienced political dysfunctionality because Pilipinas befor EDSA. I was shocked because yung kalagayan ng ating daigdig ngayon is that we are in total political dysfunctionality. And the fate of the planet is involved, nothing less. So talagang there never has been any crisis like this. Now, the good news is that Pope Francis is going to issue an encyclical. That means an official Catholic position on climate change. And my hope is that this will empower and embolden many people who want to move on this, particularly politicians and leaders. Alam nyo, it's so bad. Like even media. The media report the weather, right? Do you ever hear climate change? It's not, you know something? It's not allowed. You will hear extreme weather condition. If the announcer says, you know, your land is happening because it's a sign of climate change, or if somebody says that on CNN, there will be, their sponsors will have those people fired. They call it blowback. There will be severe blowback. So we are in a moment of crisis, and there is hope. So it's abangan natin. We need to prepare, for this is going to be a very significant year in the life of our planet. And awa ng Diyos, maybe the key will be our church, and the leadership of our church will make a position on this. Kaya napakahalaga na kung may encyclical na hindi tulog pa ang mga tao, na talagang kumikilos na. And so this is in anticipation of this letter. Pope Francis is going to issue the letter in June. He's going to address the United Nations in August, I think August or September, and he will also address the belly of the beast, the U.S. Congress. The U.S. Congress. Now, marami, do you know the statistics in the United States? 45% of the people gawa ng brainwashing. 45% of the people think that global warming is a hoax. 45. Pero you're dealing with a society in which 65% of the people